she's staring at.
Pesco, a 1999 homebrew release from Vision for the Atari 2600 video computer system, is a Pac-Man clone where you control a little fish called Pesco and you have to clear the maze of dots while avoiding all the crabs out to get you. There are 4 special dots, aka power pellets, in the corner that are blinking, and you eat these to turn the crabs greenish for a short while so that you can eat them for bonus points. Every once in a while, a bonus item will appear on top of the maze such as you could eat for bonus points, and once you clear the maze of dots, it's off to the next round to do the whole thing all over again. You know, like that one game there. No, not that game there, the other game there. There we go. And that's all there is to it, really. Pesco's a Pac-Man clone, and to be fair, it's a fine Pac-Man clone, and certainly a better effort at emulating the Pac-Man gameplay and visual style and whatever than the official 2600 version of Pac-Man would turn out to be, though I don't need to tell you that. And the overall game is a generally clean-looking thing. Your little fish thing looks like a fish, the crabs look like crabs. I don't know what these items on top are supposed to be, but I assume there are other sorts of sea life in the sea to be consumed by this fish here. Honestly, this is one of those games that's pretty much what you see is what you get. You look at it for a bit, you play it for about 5 seconds, and you go, yeah, that's a Pac clone. And again, that's not a knock on Pesco. There's a bunch of Pac clones on the 2600 that come in various shapes and sizes, and I don't need to tell you once more that a number of these Pac clones are better than the actual Pac-Man game on the system, which isn't really saying much anyway because sometime later Atari would release Miss Pac-Man onto the VCS, and that would turn out way better than the original game. And how many people remember Miss Pac-Man was a thing once upon a time? I think that's another easy review to do in a couple of days because I sure need them at the moment, given what's ahead. But that's another story for another time. In all seriousness, though, Pesco is a perfectly fine and legally distinct clone of Pac-Man that plays well enough and controls fine for the most part. I think the only real sticking point here is the lack of sound effects. You only have the one sound for eating dots, and that's it. There's no ongoing siren in the background, which some would argue is a net positive, but there are no sound effects for eating prizes, eating crabs, getting killed, whatever the case may be. And apparently the version sold by Atari Age nowadays, which allegedly makes the game easier to play, still has the one sound effect. And that one sound effect being played ad nauseum starts to grate after a while. Definitely one area where Pesco falters a bit there. Overall, Pesco is a pretty decent Pac-Man clone on the 2600. It plays the part, it almost looks the part, and, well, it doesn't quite sound a part, but it is a perfectly playable and sometimes even enjoyable little maze game that otherwise isn't all that special or remarkable. It's not some hidden gem or anything of the sort, but still, if you want another decent Pac-Man-like game to add to the 2600 pile, then Pesco is one worth checking out.